Traditions are not ultimate reality. Traditions are only means for searching the ultimate reality. And because we monks and lay people, we hold to these traditions can continue, but they are not the ultimate reality. But ultimate reality can be searched through them. So we are born in a different society, so we have different conventions, what is right, what is wrong, what we should do, what we should not do. But this is not this is not everything. And those who don't understand the ultimate reality, they judge everything on the base of this appearance. So the great teachers teach that everything is appearance. Even nirvana is appearance because you cannot hold it. The world is an appearance because you cannot hold it. And this is the ultimate wisdom of the Buddhas. You cannot find any other wisdom. However you practice, this is a wisdom. But because we, sentient beings, we have so many bad habits, we have no way to understand this wisdom. Who is preventing us? Not the wisdom, ourselves we are preventing. We ourselves are preventing this wisdom to appear. This wisdom is there, but we ourselves are the limitations of this wisdom. This is a great teaching of Buddhism. Our mind has no limit. The limitations are we ourselves. This what we call ego, or something we can grasp. Something we can grasp is the ego, but in reality there is nothing to grasp. This is a deep meaning of Buddhism, which is same in all traditions. Only we are bound by our community, by our history, by our social background. We are bound to keep to different conditions and different situations, and we should keep them naturally. In Europe we drink coffee. In Japan they drink tea. Now they also, in Japan, Taiwan, start to like coffee, many coffee shops. But the tradition is tea, tradition is coffee. No matter whether you drink tea or you drink coffee, you should drink mindfully. If you drink mindfully, you are practicing Buddhism. So, we drink tea in Japan, we drink coffee in Prague, very nice coffee. In Central Europe we have the supreme coffee. In Japan we eat different kind of accompaniment to the tea or to coffee. In Prague or Central Europe we eat strudel, but we eat mindfully. This is how we practice Buddhism. What means mindfully? No tanha. It's the same. However you explain Buddhism, the same meaning. The Buddha also knows the strudel or the sushi tastes good. But the difference between Buddha and us is that we have tanha, Buddha has no tanha. Because we have tanha, we suffer. The teaching is very, very simple, but we can explain it in a very, very complicated way. But finally it comes back to this very simple principle. And in this course we have tried our best to explain this principle on the practice of breath. If you can relax watching the breath, your mind will change, your sensation will change, your wisdom will change. Because you cannot observe the breath naturally, then your bad habits come out. Who is your teacher? Your bad habits. There is no wisdom without ignorance, impossible. Nobody has ever attained wisdom without penetrating ignorance. And if you want to practice the non-dualistic way, the ignorance will always be there, because the world is ignorance according to Buddhism. How can you leave the world? We are the world. The world is the aggregate. We are the aggregates. Where to go? In this world we realize what is beyond the world. How do we realize? By wisdom. What wisdom? The wisdom of understanding ignorance. That's why the Buddha has taught the dependent origination starts with ignorance. Everything we are that we hold to is ignorance. Because of ignorance, we are here. Because of ignorance, we will continue to be there. But when you have penetrated ignorance, this is the state of the Buddha. He has penetrated ignorance, so he is in this world, but he has no dwelling in this world. So he is anoka. Oka means house, no house. This is a deep meaning of the religion. It does not mean only Buddhism has this deep meaning, but Buddhism has very deep methods which have passed through generation to generation, which makes this meaning accessible. Religion is not just collecting money for the poor people in Africa. Religion is not the politics. You don't need the Vatican for that. Religion is the heart. So we have learned the Dharma is the heart. This is the message of the Buddha. This is the message of the true religion. So we try, and when we get wisdom, we penetrate our ignorance. Then ignorance is not an obstacle, because we live in the world. World is all ignorance. We have now the means to destroy the world, but the ignorance, no way to destroy. You can become very powerful, destroy another country, destroy another civilization, but ignorance no one can destroy. And when we penetrate our ignorance, like the Buddha, not like me, then we live in peace, and the aim of religion is to live in peace. Religion has no other name. So religion means religere in Latin, to bind us again to that which is real. Yoga has the same meaning. To connect again with what is real. Now, you have studied this Taisen Chishin Lun, Awakening of Faith in Mahayana. We have to, the real meaning of Buddhism is searching for the real mind. understand the real mind. When we understand the real mind, we detach from the illusionary. And illusionary, that's what we are, that's what the world are. So please try to give it more thought, study more, practice more, and it cannot become clear quickly. It is impossible. That's why the scriptures teach that the Buddha has practiced for innumerable kalpas. You practice for for a few days, especially in the Western world, everything won't be quick. They practice 1 month, and they start teaching Buddhism, teach meditation, make an announcement in the internet, the meditation teacher, experienced meditation teacher. This is what is happening in our world. In this situation, all you can do is what the old masters have done. Nagarjuna is teaching, the Huiyuan is teaching, the Chinese tradition is teaching. The right view is love and compassion. When we don't have love and compassion, we have no right view. We can be great in samadhi, but still we have no right view. We can even have supernatural powers, but we still don't have right view. And in Buddhism, the middle path starts with a right view. Right view means right motivation. Right motivation means the right practice. You may become very, very powerful. You can become very, very famous. You can have all riches of the world, but you will not have peace of mind. The peace of mind without love and compassion is not possible. This is what the old teachers have taught us. And this is a genuine tradition. No matter what tradition we belong to, this is a genuine tradition. Love and compassion is the right view. Joy and equanimity is letting the tanha go. When you let the tanha go, when you let the grasping go, you can have the real joy. The real joy is equanimity. The real joy is equanimity. That is very difficult to understand. That is why you have learned the key in this tradition, in this Yogacara tradition, which is very, very precious. The key is we attain prashrabdhi. We attain clarity and relaxation. There is nothing to gain, nothing to lose. That is the real joy. This joy is lasting. This joy is the treasure of the heart. Without this joy, you may learn Buddhism for many, many years, but it will not bring peace. Omitobo. Okay.
Dear friends, I'm aware that our friends may need to leave very soon, and I've promised now 3 times to just put your minds at ease as to how we will stay in contact. So just quickly, yeah, it's okay, like a few moments? Yes. Is that okay, Bhante? I will just explain to our friends how going forward we can keep in contact. So yeah, thank you all so much for your presence and practice, and as Bhante has shared, it makes sense only when we continue in daily life, to make it a habit. And one of the good ways to do that, of course, is to keep in touch, to find support of Sangha and community, both amongst ourselves here by following updates on Bhante Dhammadika's website, where you can find recordings from previous teachings and also notification of upcoming retreats. To keep in contact with BPada, of course, and find out about their upcoming retreats, and otherwise you can come together again to feel the nourishment of collective energy of practice. I have your emails, and we'll send out a kind of a follow-up, which includes links to these kinds of resources, the videos and so on. As I mentioned, one thing that is a really wonderful way to kind of reinforce and deepen our understanding is to revisit the teachings, and we really would appreciate the help to edit the transcripts. I will it will take some time, but I will upload the recordings and generate the AI transcript. Yeah, Google has this capacity even to speak a little Sanskrit now, so you will find that when there's spelling mistakes, it needs to be edited. Yeah, and so if you have some comfort in English listening and writing, that would be much appreciated, and you can respond in email, or even a show of hands if anyone now is sort of feeling in that way inclined. Yeah, that would be wonderful to have some help with that, and those transcripts then become a further resource. But the recordings themselves, one thing, the automatic transcript is no good without the editing, which means re-listening, and that's where the real study happens. Some have asked about Qigong. As yet, I don't have any recordings of this sequence, but who knows, maybe that will manifest at some point. But otherwise, others have asked how to continue in that practice. Don't stop doing it. That's how to continue. Every day, a little bit, even if it's short. Same as like the meditation, how to continue. You continue by not stopping. So even if you just do a few exercises and a short sit each day, you lay down this new pathway, this new habit, a wholesome habit energy, and that will self-reinforce. Of course, finding, as with meditation, finding support of community and a teacher near where you live is very helpful. Same like with Qigong, finding a teacher, someone who encourages you to continue to practice and helps to correct errors and so on. But you can learn a lot from your own body and paying attention to what it needs. And also, resources like that online. Bhante has some recordings also of sequence with Tamarama. I believe it's possible to find this sequence. So the warm-ups are often the same. So just a few words in that regard. And yeah, maybe just very briefly from my own side, just once again heartfelt gratitude to Bhante for the opportunity to learn and practice and study in your presence, and to BPada to make it possible for us to come together. It's just been such a delight. It's really like the pure land here. And to all of you for your beautiful energy of practice. And just to echo Bhante's words of encouragement, but also to be gentle with oneself going back out into the world, that it won't be the same. And to just be aware of what arises as a result of that, and maybe to take it a little bit slow before engaging 100% full speed with daily life, just to ease back in and maybe find a different balance where there's a little more space for quiet in the day, both externally and internally. So I probably won't say anymore because you may be beginning to feel some agitation. There's maybe a taxi waiting, I don't know. It's okay. Yeah, so thank you all. Thank you. Do keep in touch.
So we can now do still a little bit transference of merit, huh? Есть у вас еще время немножко? 10-15 минут. Рецитация и пунья паринама. Huh? Хорошо? Okay. So we do concluding the short recitation of the Heart Sutra, and then transference of merit with best wishes. And so we will conclude. And we can do still some question and answers if they are, but it is officially concluded. Okay? So now, Om Namo Bhagavati Ai Arya Pragya Paramitayai Arya Avalokiteshvaro Bodhisattva Gambiram Pragya Paramitacharyam Charamanu Vyavalokayati Sma Panchaskandastamscha Svabhava Shunyana Pashyati Sma Iha Shariputra Rupam Shunyata Shunyata Eva Rupam Rupam na pritak Shunyata Shunyata ya na pritak Rupam Yat Rupam sa Shunyata Ya Shunyata tat Rupam Evameva Vedana Samgya Samskara Vigyanam Iha Shariputra Sarvadharma Shunyata Lakshana Anutpana Niruda Mala Vimala Anuna Aparipurna Tasmat Chariputra Shunyataya Narupam Navedana Nasamgya Nasamskara Navigyanam Nachakshu Shrotra Grana Jihva Kaya Manamsi Narupa Shabda Gandha Rasa Sparštavya Dharma Nachakshu Vigyana Dhatur Yavan Namano Vigyana Dhatu Navidya Navidyakshayo Yavan Najara Maranam Najara Maranakshayo Nadukha Samudaya Nirodha Margaha Nagyanam Napraptir Napraptihi Tasmat Chariputra Praptitvat Bodhisattvasya Pragya Paramitamasritya Viharati Achita Avarana Chita Avarana Nastitvad Atrasto Viparyasa Tikranto Nishta Nirvana Praptaha Triyadva Vyavastita Sarva Sambudha Pragya Paramitamasritya Anutara Samyak Sambodhim Abhisambudha Tasmad Gyatavyam Pragya Paramita Mahamantro Mahavidya Mantro Anutara Mantro Sama Asama Mantraha Sarva Dukha Pashamana Satyam Amityatvat Pragya Paramitaya Ukto Mantraha Tatyatha Gate Gate Paragate Parasamgate Bodhiswaha Gate Gate Paragate Parasamgate Bodhiswaha Gate Gate Paragate Parasamgate Bodhiswaha Eta Vata Chamehi Sambhatam Punya Sampadam Sabbe Deva Anumodantu Sabha Sampati Siddhya Eta Vata Chamehi Sambhatam Punya Sampadam Sabbe Bhuta Anumodantu Sabha Sampati Siddhya Eta Vata Chamehi Sambhatam Punya Sampadam Sabbe Satta Anumodantu Sabha Sampati Siddhya Aka Satta Chabumatha Deva Naga Mahidika Punyantang Anumoditva Chiramarakantu Loka Sasana Aka Satta Chabumatha Deva Naga Mahidika Punyantang Anumoditva Chiramarakantu Desana Aka Satta Chabumatha Deva Naga Mahidika Punyantang Anumoditva Chiramarakantu Tumamparang Devo Vasatu Kalena Sasa Sampati Hotucha Pito Bhavatu Lokocha Raja Bhavatu Dhammiko Yuan Yi Tse Kung Te Puti Chie Wo Teng Yi Chung Sang Chie Kung Cheng Fo Tao May the merit of this course that we have studied together spread to all beings so that we attain the state of Buddhahood. Om Mitobo. So it did not last long, only 5 minutes. Go!
We wish our friends all the best. Thank you so much. Travel safely, practice well.
Long live great Russia.
Just wanted 1 minute. Actually, Deepika, who's been an old student of BPada, so an artist, she has actually made a painting for BPada, so she just wanted to offer it to the shrine and in the presence of everyone. Yeah. You can show her. She's done quite a few art offerings in Deer Park also in the past.
She is also an artist today, no? So, because of the talent of Jamyangkhyel Rinpoche, you see so many talented people are. Oh, very nice. This is beautiful. Huh? See, this is a talent. Talent brings talent. Huh? Jamyangkhyel Rinpoche is a talent. Here gathering in BPada, all kinds of talents. Huh? Our friend singing also talent. Prasad also talent in other things. Praveen also talent. Huh? So without talented people, we have no chance to spread Buddha Dharma. Huh? To spread Buddha Dharma, we need talented people. Huh?
She made it here, painted here, while being
In
here.
the last
Uh-huh.
3 days.
Last 3 days.
Just finished.
Yeah.
Mataji, could participants share something if they want?
Sure, now we have free discussion. Please say what you have been the most active in asking. So now is the time.